views on police brutality with that line in the song, quote, and we hate the popo, want to kill us in the street. Oh,
I don't like it. I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this, and born like this, immaculate conception.
And welcome back.
Finally.
Here we go.
After all this time, we're back.
Basement Thoughts, Season 2.
When did we last record Season 1? What was the last day? Do you remember?
I don't know the last day. I listened to it the other day. Well, part of it the other day.
That was
and,
wild.
It was probably, yeah, it was. It was probably like end of August.
Yeah, definitely.
Like August 20th-ish.
So we're almost probably like 5 months almost.
5-6 months, yeah. Damn. Well, it's been a while since we last did one of these.
We
recording live from Mississippi State University.
Well, he is.
I am.
I'm back in good old Massachusetts still.
Kevin's back in the Cape. I actually moved out here for my second semester at Mississippi State University.
By the way.
I am. Thank you. I am a communications major right now. Communications major with a concentration in public relations.
Ooh.
How interesting is that, right?
Ooh.
I was actually
a little technical in there.
Well, yeah, I was in my public relations class the other day, and it was like our syllabus day. So like he's like going over stuff and like introducing, himself and like the class, and like there's a bunch of people in the class, and we had to sign in on like this sheet of paper, and this girl 2 rows over from me, she like under her name she wrote like her interests and stuff because we had to write our interests. And she said, like, I wanted to get involved in, like, the music industry. So I was like, I see you. You want to join Basement Thoughts?
Awesome.
I didn't say that. But,
dude,
like...
you got to.
But it was kind of cool how I saw that and how she's probably going for some sort of the same thing like we're doing here.
That's good. I mean, we got all kinds of changes now, too. Like, we have a specific format to the podcast now. It's not just going to be an hour of rambling.
Right. So
go ahead.
Specifically what we're going for here is like more of music focused podcast instead of, news and stuff going on in the world. I still kind of liked doing that. Like that was, I'd say that was pretty fun.
Yeah, we can talk about like big stuff that's going on, like how Trump just called Haiti a shithole.
Yeah, saw that. That was abrupt.
What
for the country.
What are you gonna do?
But Kaya's not here. She is currently in Australia studying overseas.
That lucky hoe.
Yeah, she's out there doing her thing. Everyone's out doing their own thing right now, but that's the winter season for you. That's
her Snapchats make me so jealous.
Oh, Kaya's?
Yeah, because I'll be laying in bed at like midnight, and she's like, it's like 11 o'clock for her the next day.
Yeah.
She's like hanging out outside. I'm just like, damn.
I don't think Kaya understands the concept of time
yet. She doesn't. She doesn't realize that we're not on the same time as her.
It kind of pissed me off the other day. It was
message us at 1 a.m.
Yeah. So I was at the gym on Wednesday, and Kaya texted me, and she goes, "Is it tomorrow there?"
That's not how it works. It's tomorrow there.
Right. I'm like, Kaya, take 15 hours and subtract it by your time. And that's what time it is here.
Yeah.
It's not tomorrow there. I don't think she understood that yet.
She thinks the date line goes the other way. She thinks she's behind us because California is 3 hours behind us.
Yeah.
She doesn't realize that the date line is in between California and Australia, and it changes.
No, she's working backwards.
You know what, though? We'll give it to her. We'll blame it on jet lag for right now.
Yeah, as long as she's not calling me at like 3 a.m, I'm fine. But like, right now it's not an issue.
Dude, she's going to get drunk one night and then call you at like 4. Night for her is like, 6 o'clock in the morning for us? Like,
yeah, I think.
Yeah, so dude, she'll be like calling you mad early in the morning.
No, Kaya, you're not going to do that. We're not allowing you to do that.
I'm allowing
Sorry.
Kai to do it as long as she doesn't call me.
Oh, she'd call me. She's already called me like 3 times. Like,
Oh, God.
I know. Like, come on, Mom. My mom hasn't even called me that much.
Dude, you know who I saw at the gym today?
Who?
Kaylin.
Kaylin.
Like, long time ago, Kaylin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How's she doing?
She's doing all right. She's, same Kaylin.
Same Kaylin?
Yeah.
I love how we said that at the same time.
I was like, hey.
How you doing?
I was looking down and I was like, is that a middle-aged woman? Oh, no, it's Kaylin.
You talked to her?
Yeah. I was walking by and she was like, oh, what up, Kevin? Da, da, da. Yeah. So
yeah, the new format, it's just basically like music focused.
Yeah.
Mainly, I'd say probably hip hop, R&B.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of rock if new stuff comes out because I'm a fan of rock.
Yeah, we'll talk about everything. We'll try to talk about everything. We got a few months before we get home, so maybe by the time I get home, possibly season 3. We don't know yet. We're still trying to figure it out. This today was kind of just like a, hey, let's just record right now type thing.
I also don't think this season is going to be restricted to like 10 episodes either. It might go longer.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll figure it out.
I have plenty of time here, so it's something to do, something to
Got
to
plenty
work
of time
at.
here too. So,
what I was also thinking too is maybe relaunching the website and definitely tweeting and getting out on social media more.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I know I've talked about it the past like week and a half, but like we did it for a little while.
We need to. We need to get. I mean, we have people like following us and stuff like that, like still retweeting tweets from like months ago.
Right.
So it's people see our stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
And like we'll post like the videos of like lit ass concerts and stuff. That's like pretty popular of what we've been doing.
I might be going to it's the ASAP Mob Denzel Curry concert, I think it is.
Oh yeah, ASAP Ferg.
ASAP Ferg, that's what it is.
Yeah,
ASAP Ferg and
to
Denzel Curry on April 13th. I'm gonna be going to that probably.
Nice.
So I'll have some videos from there. We'll have our different videos. It's gonna be wild.
And we've been talking about going to some festivals this year as well.
So
we want to talk about that now, or
no? We'll wait.
Okay, all right.
We'll put on some music right now for a little bit, and then we'll come back to new music that's come out.
All right, guys, welcome back to Basement Thoughts.
Yeah, welcome. And we are back. Welcome back, everybody.
All right.
We're going to talk about some new music now that's come out recently.
Yeah, new music within the past month, I'd say.
Yeah, just because, we haven't recorded and stuff like that.
Although new music this week, actually today, Tyler, the Creator, Kali Uchis came out with a new track. I haven't even heard it yet, but...
No, I haven't heard that yet either.
No, they've collabed before, though, on... I mean, she was on Cherry Bomb. He had her on Flower Boy too, which is
I remember her on Flower Boy.
Yeah, she's pretty popular now in R&B. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of hip hop artists and like indie hip hop artists are getting into her like R&B style. I guess she reminds me of SZA. Yeah,
dude, she does. A lot of her like influences and stuff definitely remind me of what SZA does and.
Yeah, I liked.
So go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
Did you hear about Kendrick Lamar's new feature?
Oh yeah, for the Black Panther album.
No, not even that one. I don't.
Or is it J-Rock?
J-Rock.
Oh, okay, yeah. I did actually hear that.
I listened to a little tiny bit of it earlier.
You know what though? I'm not as big of a fan. I don't know. I don't think I'm that big of a fan of it.
The King's Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's all right. It's not Kendrick's song.
Right.
That's more or less why.
I guess I just expected something more, especially of like a TDE labeled artist.
Yeah.
like I don't think it's a good single to put out to promote the new album.
But
maybe only because it's Kendrick, but like
that's probably why it was.
Yeah, I think the track could have been a little bit better. It was a little scratchy here and there. It just didn't sound like the typical like, and especially too like I feel like ever since I heard "Damn," my view of Kendrick is like godlike.
You expect the quality of music that was in "Damn," but it's sometimes you just don't get it.
Right,
and you're like, fuck, this is
like it's like it's almost like it's Section 80 kind of like.
Yep.
Old Kendrick, which is still good, but like Kendrick's always going to be good.
I loved Section 80. Like,
the
first time I listened to it was on the way to Maine once. I just listened to it straight through, and it was fun.
Was it
awesome.
that time you told me about
with
when you listened to it all the way through? Yeah.
That was the first time I'd ever listened to the whole thing. We did it on the way up. It was like midnight. We're just sitting in the car, just listening to the whole album through. I don't think we said a word to each other the whole time.
Yeah, you just sit and just listen. It's hypnotizing. His music's hypnotizing.
And the way Section 80 works too, some of the songs meld together. If you listen to, which is it? If you listen to Dark Side of the Moon, not on a vinyl, but on like a digital version of it, the songs meld together so well.
That's what makes, I think, albums pretty good.
Yeah,
it's like. Even in like Tyler's new album, like it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good artists do that now, and I appreciate that because an LP is supposed to be like long playing, like you listen to that all the way through, and like you're not expected to like make skips to songs or anything. So like it's interesting to hear that when artists do that. I think it's experimental.
Yeah, when you listen to a song and you're listening to it, and you don't realize that the song switched to a different song, you can tell that's good writing then.
Right. That's good, like, producing, composing, like, and especially, too, like, and I noticed this sometimes, too, like, even artists, like, combine songs.
Yeah.
Like, it's one big song, but, like, it's separated into two parts.
Mm-hmm. I know exactly.
But it's the same song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've listened to some of those before, and I really like those. But it depends on the project. It depends on the artist, so.
Yeah. Speaking of artists working together, Huncho Jack.
Oh,
that was. I mean, I liked it.
Here's my thing, and
I think we have the same point of view on it.
Right. So I was totally hyped for Huncho Jack. I went all out for Huncho Jack. Once they announced it, I changed my Twitter picture. Everything I tweeted was Huncho Jack. I was blowing up everyone's phones, like even at the gym.
Yep.
Brady was like, "Oh, are you gonna listen to Huncho Jackson?" I was like, "Hell yeah, bro!"
Yep,
like,
I remember that.
I'm stoked. But
and it came out like way earlier too. It came out like 7:00 that night instead of midnight.
Yeah, you know what though? Why? I think it's because someone released it like online.
Oh,
on, like,
and they were
website.
Like, "Fuck it, let's just release it."
Yeah, and they were like, "Okay, well, there's too many people listening to the unreleased part, so like we'll just release it now." And honestly, letdown. It was a letdown. All that hype I had was a letdown.
I understand where you're coming from. The problem I had with it was Travis Scott and Quavo, they're just two different sounds.
Yeah.
You know
and
what
like
I mean?
this is what I tweeted on December 22nd, 2017. I said Huncho Jack is good, but not great. Travis and Quavo are two completely different artists in this project, and it shows.
You can tell, like when you listen to Quavo stuff, like it's a lot more. I'm not trying to rip on him here, but it's a lot more repetitive, and you know what I mean.
Right.
There's a lot of just repeating like certain things over and over again, but Travis Scott is more lyrical when he raps, and it's just I don't think it mixes that well.
Travis is more melodic, while Quavo is more like in your face, kind of like bling bling rap.
Exactly. He is more or less of the flashy type.
Right, and like that's what I kind of think too, is that like Quavo is more of like a fuck bitches get money type of rapper. Well, no, it's true.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like,
and then Travis is more of like a druggy, like, you know, slow, like some of Travis's best songs are the songs that's like not even popular.
Yeah. A lot
the
of
druggy, slow, like you know, Xanax type vibe.
A lot of artists' best songs, I feel, are ones that aren't the popular ones. Like,
and I also said too in this tweet, I said too many ad libs. Who gets the auto tune in each track? It's just not compatible with each other.
Yeah. It's just weird. Like, it's good.
Like both artists, like, they're recognized for their ad libs, and like the Travis is like the straight up, and like the you know, Quavo's like what does he say? I forget what he says. Just like weird things like in between. It's just like not even. I don't know. It just didn't sound good. A lot of it. There are some good tracks though. I have a few downloaded, but like overall, I said 6 out of 10.
I would honestly, I'd probably give it like a 6.5. I'd say. Just there.
Throws in the half.
I had to, just because their incompatibilities weren't obvious to me right away. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I had to listen to songs again to be like, okay. Like,
right.
This is a good song, but maybe these two together shouldn't have happened.
Right.
I mean, features on songs and stuff doesn't matter, but a whole album together is a little much.
Yeah, they could probably have picked maybe 1 or 2 songs and then just thrown it into like one of their albums.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
Pick 2 songs off of it, and then put one of them into Astroworld, and the next one into whatever Offset does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I did like the production though. I liked some of the synths in there. Mike Dean was a big producer on that album. He's a great producer. You know who Mike Dean is?
He did. Whose was it? You told me it when we were hanging out last time in Boston, and I forget.
Kanye West.
Yeah, he's Kanye, and then you told me
so many people.
Yeah,
Jay-Z.
Since you've told me that, I've like paid attention to producers, and I've seen his name a bunch.
Yeah, he's a big guy in the hip hop industry, and tall white guy. Like completely, like you would not expect this guy to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you know.
You remember when I went to the Underachievers concert with Injury Reserve was there? Like, their fucking producer is like the lankiest white kid I've ever seen.
White guys are taking over the producing industry.
Like, it is unreal. He's the lankiest white kid I've ever seen. They're friggin', I forget the guy's name, who jumped off stage, but he jumped off stage to fight someone in the crowd. And this little ass white kid jumped in the crowd, like, not even 5 seconds after him, and I just saw him throwing punches. Like, just swinging on people, dude. And then I was talking to him after it, and he was just like, yeah, I had to jump in there. I couldn't do it. I was like...
Had to help my guy out.
I was like, no, man, I get it. That was awesome. That was good shit.
White guys are taking over the producing industry. And fuck Metro Boomin. Fuck all them, dude. Us white guys, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
Except for Eric
as producers. Oh, legend in the making. Legend in the making.
He's gonna be prime time. I wouldn't be surprised if after like 2 or 3 albums, Flatbush stops doing stuff and they go on their own ways. Not go on their own. Not go on their own ways, like stop producing together, but like kind of what the Migos are doing. You know what I mean?
I think Migos are just falling apart now.
Well,
slowly but surely.
But, like, they're still kind of doing music together, but most of their stuff is single. They'll be on people's tracks. They'll do their own stuff, like Quavo did in Huncho Jack. I think Flatbush Zombies are gonna eventually become that.
Right.
But I don't think they're Flatbush, like the group itself is going to fall apart.
Yeah. I mean, it's different with every group. I mean, I've heard Migos dropping an album in January, but like I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything
since then
about that at all.
I mean, artists will say they're dropping stuff and then they don't, but like it's all
Flatbush Zombies.
It's coming though. It's coming.
Dude, it's coming. He said something on Instagram about an album picture, and I was like, they're getting close.
It's soon.
They're getting close.
I'll let them be them because I know at the end of the day when
it comes out, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be worth it, right?
Dude.
At least I hope. I had hopes with Huncho Jack, but like now, I think that was a wake up call for me.
Yeah, it definitely. I could tell how it was because it was like you were hyped about it, and then it's like, oh damn.
It was like, yeah, like damn, like I kind of look pretty bad now. But...
Well, I mean, it depends. If somebody really liked it, you know what I mean, then they would have agreed with you full on.
Right. But I hyped up a mediocre album in the sense, so it's like,
yeah,
not my style.
Revival by Eminem also came out.
Oof. Mixed reviews on that as well.
Yeah, I like it, but the style of rapping is the same throughout all the songs, basically.
You know what? Ever since 2007, maybe, Eminem?
What's it called? What's that album called?
Is it Recovery?
Yeah, the one with Not Afraid on it. That was probably his last good one.
My 2010 on repeat song.
I'm not afraid.
On my iPod. I'm not kidding.
Little iPod. What are the little ones called? Little tiny ones.
The Nanos.
The Nanos are the ones with the screen, right?
I don't know. There was just so fucking many of those things. Like I just like.
God. Dude.
I don't even know what I had. I had a Touch though.
I had an iPod Touch because I had an iPod Touch till I was like 16.
Yeah, I always had one. So like probably since like 2010.
Well, they haven't updated the iPod Touch in a while.
No, but I think that's kind of over and done with.
I don't know. You got a big market there. People who
You
don't
do.
want to give their kids phones, but want, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's time for Apple to just step up their game now anyway, but...
Well, I know fucking Eric's switching off of Apple. He doesn't want it anymore.
Really?
Yeah,
Is he joining the Android gang?
Yeah.
Lovely.
He said his reasons were, well, one, his phone randomly started being a piece of crap. So he's like, screw that they actually degrade your phone over time. Even though they say it's for the battery and your phone's going to die a shit ton. It does it anyway.
Yeah, no. It does, yeah.
It does it anyway.
Apple sucks.
People's phones die 50% all the time.
Yeah.
Their
batteries are built like double A's.
It's not even their batteries. Their phones just aren't put together. I mean, well, they're put together right, but just over time the battery can't handle it.
Yeah.
And it starts crapping out on you early, even though it says it has like 50%, which I don't understand. I think that's just Apple's software not letting it like tell you the true thing.
Right.
But that's just me with the tinfoil hat on because I have an Android. I'm like, they're fucking with all your phones.
No, I agree. That happened to my phone, but
I would buy a MacBook if I was like going to college or something because it's a very good just using computer. Like, you can use it to type and stuff, but I probably wouldn't buy Apple products other than that now.
Right.
Like the new
let's
Mac
get
Pros
back
are
to
terrible.
Let's get back to Eminem.
I know. Got a little off track there.
But yeah, I think it's like ever since like 2007 Eminem, it's just been like the same kind of style and the flow, and it's not the same Eminem.
It's like this whole album felt like a diss track to me. You know what I mean? Just like the whole time he's calling random people out and other things and stuff that's going on.
I think politically, yes, but other than that, like in certain songs, especially in like A Rose, he's like saying sorry to his ex.
Yeah.
And like, sorry for like all the things he's done and like being like a piece of shit almost. And
that's,
like,
yeah. Like, I like Eminem. I don't really have much bad things to say about him. I mean, he's done some shitty stuff. We all know that. He knows that. He's never tried to hide that. But it's just like, you got to change it up.
And here's my theory with Eminem, a lot of it. Like, when he first started, he was that piece of shit rapper.
Yeah.
Who, like, would rap about, like, the craziest things. And, like, just completely, like, just
nonsense.
Yeah, like just
spewing nonsense that rhyme, dude.
Unnecessary like shots fired and like saying like faggot, like a bunch of
just
like
for no reason,
curse words. Yeah, like just throwing it out there. But like over time, like I think he even said this in an interview with like Billboard. He was saying that like artists mature.
Yeah.
Like if Eminem didn't mature, people would be like, well, why is he rapping about the same stuff?
Did you imagine if Eminem was still Slim Shady?
Right. But like that's what he was saying. He was like, what, like people would just be like, you're only rapping about the same thing. Why are you still rapping about the same thing?
Yeah.
So like if he didn't mature, people would be like, they'd be saying that. But if he did mature and like he did, people now criticize him for maturing because he's not the same. So either way, he kind of said it was like a lose-lose.
I agree with that. You're never going to get all your fans to be on the same page about something. But it's just like a lot of like my main problem with the album as I said was it feels like a diss track to just everyone and anybody in the US government or cops or anything like that, you know what I mean? And
right.
It's like, I get it. I really get it. But let's just tone it down on that and get back to some good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, honestly, Eminem hasn't really put out any good stuff except for like radio hits maybe.
Yeah.
But like other than that, it's just this was a slow kind of the same thing from Eminem. But you know what? That's like how a legend works. Like when Eminem's gone and like
nobody's gonna
completely
say he
done.
Was bad because of this album.
No, right. But let's look at Eminem through his career. He completely matured and changed as an artist, and I can appreciate that 110%. Because if you look back on his career from even the 90s until the late 2000, 18s, like we're in now, he completely like. It's a legendary career.
No, yeah. He pulled a complete 180 from what he used to be doing. And
he's going on tour in America for the first time in how many years now? Yeah, like that's awesome.
When I saw he was going to be at Boston Calling, I was like, uh-oh, he's going to be everywhere.
Yeah, he's on tons of festivals.
He's literally
lineups.
At every single festival lineup I've looked at.
Yeah, good for him though. Like that's like it's a legend.
You
got to go see Eminem.
Is he even doing his own tour, like in his own venues, or is it all festivals?
I'm not sure. See, this is where the problem is. You like when artists need to reach a certain point with their music to, like, especially with albums, like new albums, like to go on tour.
Yes.
So you don't want to have Eminem show up
following.
and right. Wait, I think Eminem does, man.
No, that's not what I meant. Obviously, Eminem has a decent following. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, well, I mean, it just, I don't know. I hope so. I hope he goes on his own tour.
I feel that most of the reason why people that would go to his tour, though, are going to his tour is just because it's Eminem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I had an argument, too. Well, not really an argument. Almost like a debate on Twitter with two people. And I think I posted
a little Twitter war?
Not really. It was like more of just like a talk about it thing. But like I posted the Boston Calling lineup, and one of my buddy Tom, he responded to me and he goes, Eminem should just quit or just like stop or something like that. And I was like, well, he's kind of a legend. I responded back. I was like, he's kind of a legend. He's like, he started talking about Revival and he started talking about how it's like it wasn't the same Eminem and how it wasn't like as good of his other stuff. But it almost seemed like, and I'm not throwing shots at Tom at all, but I love Tom, but like it almost seemed as if like he didn't think like the hits were going to be there when he went on tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm reading it right now.
Yeah, like the hits are going to be there. Like when you go to Boston Calling, you're going to hear like the old Slim Shady. Like
absolutely.
You have to. You have to.
He's not going to do that.
He's not going to just play Revival all the way through, you know? It's still going to be a hell of a show. He's still going to put on a good time. He's Eminem. He knows how to perform. He knows how to entertain. It's like, you can expect some good things out of the show.
My main problem with shows now, though, is I have such a high expectation for wildness. Because I've been
wildness or performance-wise?
Wildness in the crowd and just like when I go to a concert, I want to get hyped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I want to have a good time. So I've been to 5 concerts in my life. I went to Guns N' Roses, which is great. It was very good, but I'm in Gillette Stadium. You know what I mean?
Right. You don't have room to.
You can't really move around and whatever, but that was good. I really liked that because it was my first concert, and I've always listened to Guns N' Roses.
Right.
My second concert was Flatbush at Boston Calling.
Wild.
Which was insanity.
Wild.
People fucking Meech jumping in the crowd right next to me, right in front of you. Like, that was crazy. And then we went to Kendrick Lamar, which again was wild, but we were in the Garden.
Yeah, well, you know what though? That concert was definitely more of like a sit back and like watch him perform.
Exactly,
and, like,
but not Travis Scott.
Right.
You know what I mean? I would have loved to get hyped during Travis Scott and run around and shit, but you can't do that in a arena.
See, at a festival, it's different.
At a festival, it's completely different. I went to the Underachievers concert, and it was a very small venue. So it was like, yeah, here you go, guys. Like, go on in. And it was just like everybody was basically front row. And it was just an absolute madhouse for 2-3 hours. Mm-hmm. And then I went to Suicide Boys.
Which is just, yes. It's
utter pandemonium. Dude,
Animal House.
People throwing like water bottles just everywhere. People crowd surfing. Friggin' just like fires because people are dropping blunts and shit like that. Like, it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it just depends who you go see and how the atmosphere is like.
Yeah.
So.
I just like the whole thing about like a concert for me, like I said, is I want to get hype and stuff. So I feel like festivals are going to be fun, obviously, because it's just a music weekend. You just go in there just to listen to music. Mm-hmm. But it's just, I need to get hyped sometimes. You know what I mean? And I feel at an Eminem concert, it just wouldn't be super hype. A lot of the people would be like just filming and
old school kind of like
hanging out.
Early, like probably like late 20-year-olds, like.
Nobody's gonna want to do a mosh pit, but I mean, you can't really have mosh pits to Eminem songs.
And that's just Eminem's crowd.
Mm. Yeah.
So what do you give the album overall?
Recovery,
Revival.
Revival. Dude, they're all like the same. Fucking, I give it a solid. I'd say 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd agree.
'Cause
4 or 5.
Like, it was good, but it was just like he said on Twitter, Tom. I kind of agreed with him, but I didn't agree in the sense that he's like killing his career with that. You know what I mean? Because it's not like you're gonna put out a bad album and people that liked your other albums are gonna be like, oh well, I hate everything now. Like, that's just not gonna happen. Yeah,
for me, it was about a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
So. I mean, if whoever's listening, if you guys, want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow me at #Alex. You spell out hashtag and then an extra X. You can find that tweet on that thread.
Read that shit.
Read it.
Know what we're talking about.
Go add your opinion and go follow Basement Thoughts Radio. But
we'll be back. Yeah, we'll be back, guys. Speaking of Future, 7 years ago today, Future released his mixtape Dirty Sprite.
7 years ago?
7 whole years ago.
It feels like Future's like not that old in the game.
No, but that, like, you know what's weird though? 7 years ago is 2011.
Ooh, he was an XXL freshman.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. I remember looking at the old freshman a while ago, probably like a month and a half ago, and I saw him, and I was like, really? I didn't know that. So that's
There's a lot of people that are like, oh, damn.
Yeah, like I was surprised by that, but Future, 7 years.
7 whole years. And speaking of music festivals, like what we were going on before,
Speaking of the festivals that we were talking about, where are we going this year?
I don't know, man. We could go to Bonnaroo. We could go to Boston Calling. We could go to Governor's Ball.
So Kevin and I and a few of our other friends have been talking about going at least to one music festival this year.
A big one.
A big one. Like we're talking like Bonnaroo or like Coachella, like Dude. That type of deal.
Bonnaroo, by the way, Flatbush aren't going to Bonnaroo. I don't know what Kai was talking about.
Yeah, no, she was probably looking at the old lineup.
They went last year.
Yeah.
Dude, this year at Bonnaroo, the lineup is Eminem, The Killer's Muse, Future.
Future?
Future.
Speaking of.
Khaled, Bon Iver, Sheryl Crow.
Really?
Yeah. Playboy Cardi. I think, what's his name? Denzel Curry is going to.
Denzel Curry?
I think
so. That's an okay lineup.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Denzel Curry's going.
But would we pay money to go see that in Bonnaroo? Or then at Bonnaroo?
The whole reason I want to go to a music festival, though, is for the experience. Like, I honestly, if there's 2 or 3 people I want to see there, I'm good.
Right.
And I'd be down for a fucking Denzel Curry concert.
See, this is why we need to get big, guys, so you can buy our stuff, and then we can go to awesome music festivals.
That's not what you say. You just do
and
it.
And then we can go, like, yeah, we can go just get the best time for you, I guess, and film stuff and
let's look at
put out content.
Let's look at Governor's Ball.
See, this is what I wanted to go see. Yeah. I wanted to go to Governor's Ball.
Yeah, me too.
And Olivia, a savage.
She already bought tickets.
Bought tickets for Governor's Ball when we were only just talking about it.
But dude, Eminem, Jack White, Travis Scott, Khaled, Post Malone, Lil Uzi Vert, 2 Chainz.
Yeah, and see, that's not even far away compared to Manchester, Tennessee.
ASAP 12.
Yeah.
I think Denzel Curry was going to this one too.
See, I feel like with the music festivals, at least, like we went to Boston Calling last year, which is a smaller music festival.
Actually, this year though, it's pretty big.
Yeah, well, this year it's bigger, but like now it's like we're working our way up. Mm-hmm. So then we'll go to Governor's Ball, and then next year we'll go to Bonnaroo,
and then next year we'll go to Coachella.
Yeah, so it's like we work our way up in the game. It's like we get festival experience.
Oh my god, dude, I can't wait.
We should buy a combi.
Fuck. Dude, you know a combi is the Chilean version of the VW bus, right?
Well, we should buy a VW bus.
VW combi. Hold on, let me see. A Volkswagen Type 2, as it's officially known.
There's actually a bus at Bonnaroo that travels every single year, and it's like a famous bus, I guess. Have you seen that?
No.
I'm sure some people have heard of it. I forget the name of it, but it's a bus that they pack up their stuff every year. I think they load it up with a bunch of people and a bunch of like lights and stuff, and they go all out. They camp at Bonnaroo. It's like a good time, and they go, and it's like a famous bus that's gone like every single year to Bonnaroo.
Whoa, dude! All right, so there's this cart. Sorry, I interrupted you there. There's this site I know, and it's called Copart. And I'm echoing, dude. Hard. Alex.
Yeah, like how bad?
Very bad. Like I can hear myself as loud as I'm talking.
Okay.
Hello. Hey,
Hello.
No, it's still messed up. What did you do?
I didn't do nothing.
Is my voice coming through your speakers?
Yeah, your voice is fine for me.
Yeah, but you should have headphones on.
No, I have headphones on.
How can I hear it?
I don't know. Try again.
Hello? There we go. Nope. What did you do?
I didn't do nothing, bro. It's been fine all day.
It literally just started like echoing as loud as I'm talking. All right. Oh, there we go. Here.
Are we still recording?
We're recording right now. I'm just gonna cut it.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
if you hit settings, go to voice and video. Does this say automatically determine input sensitivity?
Voice and audio. It says voice activity.
Is there a little slider there? Or is there just is there like a little...
I have an input volume and an output volume.
No, okay, go down one. It says input mode. It says voice activity or push to talk. Go down one more. It should say input sensitivity.
It's on.
Turn it off. A slider should appear.
Yeah.
Okay, now talk normally, and you'll see your voice is causing like a thing on the slider. Okay. Put it to just below where your voice normally is. So mine right now is at negative 59 decibels.
Mine's at negative 40, but like
I'm going up put it up to like wherever. Put it to like 60 or 70, and then talk. Okay, it might be too high. Talk louder.
Yo.
Yeah. Okay.
What's up?
So that's because I can hear myself. Mm-hmm. But if you put that to between like, okay, right now on yours, is there a line popping up when I talk?
Yes.
That's because it's echoing. That's my voice coming through. So make sure the little slider is above that.
Okay. I mean, it seems fine. It was fine up until...
I can still hear it.
Is it still echoing?
Yeah.
Well, I'm moving the slider.
Put the slider... Okay, put the slider right at about halfway. It should be like negative 55.
Negative 55.
Okay, now... See? It's working better now. I can only hear myself in bits and pieces, so turn it up just a little bit more. Put it up towards the yellow side. It should be negative 45.
Negative 45?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Hello. There we go.
All right, we good?
Yeah, we're good. All right.
Okay.
So going back to what I was saying. So I found this website called Copart. And it's like a online auction thing for cars, basically. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And fucking, there's a, where is it? Right here, in Nashville, Tennessee, there's like a fifth wheel camper. And it's right now the minimum, the bid is $125 for it.
Really?
Yeah.
We should put in like a $300 bid and just see what happens, and we'll split the cost.
I want to see. It says it has flood damage, but it doesn't look like there's flood damage.
As long as it runs, I'm cool with it.
Oh no, there definitely is flood damage. I'm probably gonna have to put in new carpet, but I bet it runs.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that bus, like, I guess it's like a big thing at Bonnaroo. And like, if we went to Bonnaroo, we'd probably see it.
I'd be down to get a bus or something like that just to live in there.
Yeah. The thing with Governor's Ball is that, like, we'd have to probably get a hotel.
Can't you camp?
Bonnaroo.
At Governor's Ball?
I don't know if you can camp. I don't think so. I didn't see anything of camping. But I know Bonnaroo, you can buy a parking thing for like $56. Bonnaroo, you can buy like a car thing for $56 and just set up a tent.
Just right at your car thing?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And there's like cars and like lines of tents and cars and like
that's sweet.
It's like one big lot. Yeah, like, which is awesome because you can get up, you can go for 4 days at Bonnaroo and then come right back to your car and like, you know, it's expensive to eat there and stuff, but like, you know,
we could just bring a shit ton of food probably.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot, but like, I'm down for either, you know.
Yeah, dude, we should. It'd be, you know, if we could get like an RV or something, that would be wild.
Would be lit. That would be lit.
Dude, we'd be having parties at night in our RV.
Well, either way, man, if we went to Bonnaroo, we could probably find some like, you know, good spots to like hang out with other people. It's like it's a part of the Bonnaroo experience. Yeah,
it's like a big old community.
And the thing with like one of those big ones too is that like there's the same people that go every single year.
Yeah,
like
dude.
Dedicated like Bonnaroo goers.
Remember that kid you were talking to at Boston Calling who had been to like 6 music festivals in the past month?
Oh, kid probably travels like across the.
Yeah, He's like, I was talking to him, and he's just like, yeah, you know, I've been to like this one and this one and this one, and I was just over here, and I was like, what?
Well, welcome to Boston Calling.
Yeah, right? Like, why'd you come to this one?
Right. I'm not gonna bash on Boston Calling because they're still kind of new into getting like some good acts.
I mean, this year I think they're on par with all the other ones.
Yeah.
Like if you look at it,
it used to be just completely indie like music.
Yeah. Like,
but they've changed.
This year, or like I'm looking at last year's one right now, because that's what came up, and just looking at Flatbush
Last
Zombies.
year's the year they really draw to like a new
Well, they
crowd.
had Chance and Weezer, Tool, Major Lazer, KG Elephant. Like those are some big names.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they had like the comedy stuff too. We didn't really look at any of that, but they had that.
A lot of festivals.
Hannibal Buress, dude. Like, come on, that's hilarious. Guy's funny as hell.
No, I see it.
This year is like Eminem, The Killers, Jack White, Tyler the Creator, Khaled, Portugal the Man, Brockhampton, fucking who else? Pussy Riot. Like, dude, it's big this year. Natalie Portman is gonna be there.
Yeah, she's gonna be a comedy act.
Yeah, Jenny Slate.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, like that. I would say it's a big.
They do well. I think these past 2 years it's been like the peak for Boston Calling, and I hope next year they can bring in some other pretty good names too.
They should bring back Flatbush.
I agree.
They need to bring back Flatbush, dude. No.
So
Flatbush needs to go on a North American tour. All right, I'm sick and tired of seeing the tour dates for like Europe and Australia, and that come back to your homeland.
They will. It's just time and patience, and we'll see what happens. But
I'm also a sad man because Suicide Boys probably won't be back here for like another year, 2 years.
No, it all depends though. So at the end of every, I'd say, Basement Thoughts episode now, we're gonna do some like what we've been listening to recently.
Yeah.
So we'll go back and forth, and we'll talk about some of the guys we've been listening to. Again, guys, thanks for hanging in with us. We've changed the format a little bit. We're trying to draw a new crowd, you know, with all this, and you know, people that are into hip hop, R&B, some music goers. Mm-hmm. You know, try to support us the best we can. We're gonna be up to date on Twitter and stuff all the time. You know, now that I'm at school now,
it's
and
easier,
you know, in a routine, I can kind of put some time ahead and, you know, work on this. We're going to relaunch a new website probably. We're going to
soon,
you know, see what's going on with the SoundCloud. This will probably go up on YouTube for a little bit.
This is going up on YouTube and SoundCloud. Yeah.
So we'll test both of the waters, and, you know, thanks guys for being a part of this, and, you know, try to support us the best you can. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Share and
retweet, like, and subscribe. Yeah. Do
show
anything.
Everybody you know about this great podcast.
We're gonna get big. No, we're gonna get big. Either way, we're gonna get big. So hang in with us, and we'll try to put out the best stuff we can.
Everybody that shares this video, when we hit 100,000 subs, I will give $5. Everybody that shares this video.
When Litecoin gets its bubble, I will give everyone a share of my Litecoin.
You know what? I'm getting some garlic coin. All right, when that releases, so I'll give everyone one garlic coin.
So, Keddy, what have you been listening to?
I've actually been listening to a smaller little rap group, Injury Reserve.
Talked about them earlier a little bit.
Yep, I saw them at the Underachievers concert, and I was like, these guys are actually pretty good. So
yeah, I'd actually heard a song by them, and I didn't even know.
And then
Kevin goes to the concert. Yeah, Kevin goes to the concert, and he comes back. He's like, Injury Reserve. And I was like, huh, sounds familiar. And then I looked on my playlist, and I saw I had some of their songs, and I was like, I do know them.
Yeah. They, what's it called? They're decent. They're underground, I'd say, at this point. And their song, I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's like, hold on, I'll spell it out. But that and Oh Shit. Oh Shit's a good song.
Oh Shit, yeah, that's a good one.
It's like TTK something.
Nice little chilly vibe.
Yeah, it's a good like
druggy,
vibe song.
Like
just you chill out to it. You don't. That's a good song. I like that. And I've been listening to like Denzel Curry too a lot. I've gotten into him. What about you?
I've been on some newer kind of well, not too new, but I've been listening to like some Schoolboy Q.
Yeah.
A little bit, some old Schoolboy Q, Blank Face.
When we were in Boston listening to Schoolboy Q, that was a good time.
Oh yeah.
That was
Schoolboy Q, I think the past month and a half has like been one of my go-to listens right now. I like Blank Face a lot. I got it on vinyl for Christmas, and that's
nice.
It was a Grammy-nominated album. A lot of good tracks on there. It's almost bringing back like the gangster rap.
Yeah.
You know, like the old day, like the Eazy-E, like NWA stuff, but it's
I like
newer.
That. It's like newer beats, but the same language almost.
Evil melody, like production. It's pretty good. He's working on some stuff right now, and I've been listening to Brockhampton. If you don't know who Brockhampton is, listen to them now, because they are going to get big, and they are small right now, but they're going to get big. I mean, Brockhampton, dude.
They're going to like a bunch of festivals.
Yeah, they're gonna blow up by the end of the year.
Definitely.
But dude, there's like a group of 15 people.
Jesus Christ.
15 people, and I guess it's like, you know, one of those artistic like groups,
like collaborative groups.
Yeah. They released 3 albums in 6 months.
Holy crap.
All great albums, too. All pretty good albums. And it's like, you know, Kevin Abstract. I don't know if anyone's heard of him, but he's big.
Kevin Abstract.
Yeah, he's the head guy for Brockhampton. There's a few other
that's a
pretty good artists on there on Will. Yeah.
3 albums
Saturation
in 6
series.
Months?
Yes, it's the Saturation series. Go take a listen to them.
How many songs per album?
About 13, 14.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're full-length albums.
Holy crap. I mean...
Pretty good, though. It's pretty good. They call themselves America's favorite boy band. That's what they call themselves.
I mean, in 2-3 months, it'll be 2 years since Flatbush has released an album.
Yeah, but you know what? There's 15 guys, so it's like
it's
things
easier.
Be pumping out all the time.
They probably do different, like, is one song one person most of the time? Sometimes.
And
then
it just
like
depends.
Collaborations and whatnot.
Yeah, but they're pretty good. Take a listen to them, and that's what I've been listening to.
You know who else I've been listening to?
Let me take a guess.
I've always been listening to them.
Suicide Boys.
Oh, you got it, boy. Dude.
Another group that releases music pretty often.
They do release music a lot. I realize that because since I started listening to them, which was about... I actually know the date exactly. April 17th.
Knows the date exactly.
Something else big happened that day, that's why.
Oh, okay.
But since then, like, they've released... They do, what do they call them? I think they call them collections, where it's just 3 songs. But they release, like, 5 at a time.
Yeah, small little EPs, but, like, throw them out here and there. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. They
release them 5 at a time. They've done 2 of those and basically a full-length album since I started listening to them. Like, that's I'm a big
fan of Suicide Boys. I'm a big fan of them.
I like them a lot.
I started listening to them probably... last fall of 2016.
Right when you were
I heard a few
at
of their
Mississippi
songs.
State, right? Last time?
Yeah, the first time, yeah.
Awesome.
That's when I first heard them.
Dude, when I was listening to them and you were like, yeah, I know who Suicide Boys is, I was blown away.
Really? Why?
Just because, like, I had heard them through, like, Eli and Corvus and stuff like that, so I was just like, what? You know,
didn't expect
people?
Me.
No,
didn't expect me.
I was like, these guys are like devil worshippers. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you hit me to some of their stuff though, so it's like I'm not as big as you are with them, but
I'm a big fan. If they had a concert tonight at 9:00,
you'd be there.
I would be there in a heartbeat. Like, I would call Eli. He'd be like, all right. And he'd come pick me up, and then we'd go.
Start up the car.
Yeah, warm it up, because We got stuff to do.
We're coming. All right, guys. Well, that's it for episode 1. It's Basement Thoughts Radio. Thanks for sticking with us. Go follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at BThoughtsRadio. Radio. We're going to be releasing every Monday.
Yep. Every Monday, a new episode will be coming out. So today, actually.
Today's Friday.
Today, right now, for us, is Friday. But for you guys, it'll be Monday, January 14th.
Yeah, and so just expect that every Monday.
Every Monday, we'll have a new one coming out. We'll record on Fridays. So, like, if you have, like, questions or anything or stuff before recordings and want to ask us, send it on Twitter. And then we'll be able to respond to it during the recording instead of just on Twitter.
Right. So either way, guys, just give us a follow. Keep up the support. We'll be back in the summer too, so with some other stuff, and we'll think of stuff. But it's pretty early, and we're gonna put out as much content as we can, best entertainment for you guys as we can. Thanks for being here with us, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks. See you guys.